He's apprentice. It didn't register. I just saw her. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 7 Episode 9 Extras. Last episode was focused on Dabi and Shoto. They showed us what happened to Toya when he burnt on the mountain waiting for his dad to come, and he didn't come, and then All For One showed up and all of that. They tried to recruit him. He's like, no. He went back home, saw his father, still with that same mindset, still focusing on Shoto, and he felt forgotten. He sort of like went back with the League of Villains, and he said that he sort of came back because it was a perfect place for his funeral, basically, because apparently he should have died already, basically. And the only thing that was sort of like keeping him alive was his hatred, I guess, for his father and Shoto. And he wanted to destroy everything that's precious to Endeavor, I guess. But then Shoto was able to stop him with this giant ice move that he did, and he just sort of like collapsed on Shoto. And that's where the episode ended. So before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/Philomini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Class A. I also noticed that even though I didn't say anything when I was editing or whatever, the way they looked, sort of like their younger selves, the kid selves, and that sort of like whitewashing thing that they were doing at the end there was kind of cool. I was just listening to the song, like, it's so weird how some songs, well, not weird, but awesome, how some songs can elicit like feelings out of you. I was just thinking about Attack on Titan. Today I was listening to the intro and outro, and then I just felt like crying. I started tearing up, basically. Oh my god, he sort of like look like Endeavor, like from his right side, whatever. Yes, doesn't he look like Endeavor? When you look at his red hair side, like from the back. Todoroki Shonen. Gigantomachia, you better not wake up. But I feel like it's going to. Okay, you cannot be where Gigantomachia is and not have him wake up. Skida! Not that good. Are you? We did not just. Fatagama. Who's speaking? Who the frick are you? So is he there to kill? Kunieda? Merci. For what? What? Was he ever that big? He was never that big before. Okay, so he gave him a new. Was because of the ice. Should we be worried about that? What is that? What is that? I'm worried. I'm worried.
負けるんだぜ。ナンバーワン。
Yeah.
ステインがくれた脱獄時の記録でも装置ごと移動していた。外したままで活動することはできない。貴重な戦力を養分にされるわけにはいきません。ですから。
Okay.
少数最高戦力の連携で叩く。いきますよ。
Oh yeah, they're the number 1 and 2, right? I mean, if I remember the last ranking that I remember. We used to be.
下の戦力が巻き添えを食らわぬように距離は空けず至近戦闘で仕留めるダビシングビスト
Well, that's not doing anything.
しかしホークスよ微妙にタイミングが合っていないああエンデバー皆己の役目を果たすため必死で戦っているよ失敗作を処分してくれたんだろう喜べよ
Don't. That's exactly what I was about to say.
死柄木トム
That's what he did, and she shook. Ah.
力への歪んだ気球にも注目していたんだよ。僕ってやつはいい土を見ると種をまかずにはいられない。
It was that the thing that was shining inside of him.
親君の体見つからなかったろ。死んでいたと思っていた息子と出会えたんだ。感謝してほしいな。
やはり今のこの人にダビと戦って勝つことはできなかった。俺がサポートするんやろが。冷静に。
Well, he's definitely not calm. He's gonna let him be touched. He's gonna touch him.
ここだ。この距離で避けられるかな。ナガンの代替品よ。
デバさんを。
He's a apprentice. It didn't register. I just saw her. Oh my goodness. And the girl.
ワン・フォー・オールにたかるハムシ。
そういうの倒してから行った方が良くない？オール・フォー・ワン。
She's so confident. I love it.
ショート無事なのか。ショートどうやオール・フォー・ワンに怒るのは筋違いだろう。全部俺がまで
I can't agree with that.
つくよみ下がれ。
無駄だぞホークス。出る幕じゃない。俺がここに配置されたのは上が膠着した場合のさらなるサポート。そうだろ。
シルドまったく。また助けてくれヒーロー。
当然。
こんなところで油を売ってる気があってはいけないからね。
Well, you got nasty.
たかが取引にはめられるのも面倒だ。ここホークス。
大丈夫か。仮面が狙いだ。音で割れれば勝てる。
But she's still scared though. So that's what you were feeling this whole time? Oh.
学生気分の延長で来てしまったんだ。
Why y'all gotta be nasty with your moves? That's nasty. Can't y'all find
君の少ない羽ではさばききれぬ物量だ。ホークス、脇役が錯覚してしまったんだね。たまたま大いなる力と居合わせたばかりに。
Don't underestimate my boys. My people, okay?
魔王に立ち向かっていい。
Yes, she will. Yes, they will.
人間なのだと。
Oh, man. You know what? I got so excited for a second there. When I saw the debris sort of like flying, and then I saw her ear jack thing, I didn't really see it being cut off, you know? I just saw it sort of like moving toward what I thought these debris were gonna help her do something or other. And then I noticed that the ear was cut off, like the thing was cut off. And then I'm like, ugh. But I still believe that they will do something. They're there. She's there. Her and Jiro and Tsukuyomi. They're there in order to help destroy the mask that All For One has on, right? And they have been spending all this time, well, I can't really say that, but they've been training, okay? Class A has been training. They told All Might that they have not just been there not doing anything. They've been training and training, and that they were gonna defeat All for One. All of them working together, they're gonna defeat All for One. So I don't see them just not doing anything. If you understand what I mean, like they are gonna affect this battle with All for one way or the other. Right now, they saved Hawks. Oh, like when Hawks was in danger, he's like, okay, I just need to save Endeavor first. You know, I can't do anything for myself, but I can at least do something for Endeavor. And then the thing was coming at him, and then you see excuse me, oh my goodness, you see the help come. And when I first saw them, I was only focused on Jiro because she's the only one. Like I didn't really notice that she was flying on Tsukuyomi, you know. So it's like I was just focused on her, and then when I realized it was Tsukuyomi there as well, and then I'm like, oh, and then he trained on the Hawk. So it's like, student coming to help the master. You know, it's like, I don't know. I got excited. But then Hawks is like, you guys shouldn't be here, and why not? But no, we're gonna be here. And I loved when he basically admonished himself. Hawks admonished himself and acknowledged Tsukuyomi as a hero, you know. I love that moment. But they're like I was saying, why would they have to be so ugly? Like, yes, you have stockpiled all these quirks, but what can't they be like pretty? What do they have to be ugly stuff that you like be throwing out? Like so nasty looking. Even what Shigaraki over there with his new body and the hands and all of that. Why? Just nasty. Now we are under the impression that Shuto has defeated Dabi, right? But then I'm worried because at one point, the people that were there that were holding on to Dabi, they're like, how is he still breathing, I guess, or whatever. And then they sort of like focus on this sort of like light that was sort of like coming, I don't know if it was from his heart or whatever, but it was from his body. So it's like, I'm worried. Is it that I don't know, I'm worried that All for One holds something in him, even though like from the flashback from the flashback that Iguro was having, where All for One was wanting to give Dabi something else, like a new quirk or whatever, to help him, you know, during his fight and whatnot. And he's like, no, I don't need it. I have everything I need. And then he was walking away. Even though they showed that, I'm like, maybe something that even Dabi doesn't know is inside of him, you know. I mean, when he burned and all of that, and then All for One came and helped him. He was unconscious for 3 years, I believe. Who knows what they have done to him and to his body during that time, you know? So it's like, is it something that they've done to him, to Dabi, you know? Or is it just Dabi himself, even with that amazing attack that Shoto did that sort of like oh my goodness, stopped him in his tracks? Is it just Dabi himself sort of like reviving himself? Him not being completely defeated and him coming back to himself slowly but surely? Or is it something that All For One and that doctor, whatever, did to Dabi without even him knowing about it? So that's why I'm worried. If it's just Dabi waking up, by his own power and whatnot, I'm like, it won't do anything to me, I won't be worried about it. But it's just, All For One is so like evil and duplicitous. It's like, I can't put anything past him, like look at what he did to Nagan. Nagan became a sort of like a self-exploding thing, so maybe he did sort of like the same thing to Dabi. And even though he's evil, well, I don't want anything bad to happen to him, so yeah, I'm worried. They showed people trying to keep the heroes, trying to keep the villains from getting to Gigantomachia. They showed the heroes trying to prevent the villains from getting to Kurogiri. So I hope that they're able to stop them. But like I said, especially when it comes to Gigantomachia, I don't see them I don't see Gigantomachia sitting out this final battle. Like I don't. And even with Kurogiri, I could see him also joining the battle. But I will hope, since Kurogiri is, even though they haven't actually been able to reach the person that Kurogiri is based off of, Aizawa's friend, I will hope that even if Kurogiri somehow gets involved in this battle, that their friend would do something, make an appearance, stop Kurogiri in his tracks. I don't know, come back to his senses. I don't know. I will hope so. I'm the kind of hopeful person. I don't like I like happy endings. When things end badly, I don't like it. I hate it. That's why I like Attack on Titan, like the way it ended. I don't like it. I mean, I understood it, but I didn't like it. I like my endings to be sweet, basically. So, with that in mind, I don't want anything to happen to Dabi. I don't want anything bad to happen to Toga, because I feel like she's sort of like misunderstood, or I don't know. It's just the nature of her quirk and all that. So I don't want anything bad to happen to her either. Shigoraki, like I want that little boy inside of him to be saved. I want Deku to save that little boy inside of him that has been manipulated, changed, or whatever by All For One's tutoring. And I definitely want All For One to like be gone permanently if they have to use that thing that takes away quirks. Like shoot a whole bunch of it inside of him into him, because he has a whole lot of quirks stockpiled up and whatnot. If they could, like, even if he's not dead, at least him not have any quirk at all. Who else? Iguro got a new quirk from All For One, and I don't know. I don't see him as a villain either. Even though he's a villain, he's with the League of Villains. And they'll kill people. I don't know. I see a sliver of hope of redemption for him as well. What else happened this episode? All For One playing on Endeavor's feelings. You know, you didn't find your son's body, did you? Because I was there. I'm the one that took him. Just I don't like All For One, man. I hate him. I hate I hate everything about him. I want him to be defeated because I feel like he's the root of all the evil things that have been happening. You know, he's the root of all of it. And that part when Endeavor was like on the ground and he's like, "Why am I even mad at All For One? I mean, I brought all this upon myself," and I'm like, yeah, you did. You know, just the way you treated Shoto, the way you treated Toya, that's what brought all of this on. You know, so it's like, yeah, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself. What else? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, when that villain or whatever mentioned midnight, and you see a Pinky like got upset. I'm like, you did not just say this about midnight, you know. But then Kurishima. Please let me get the name right. I believe it's Kurishima. What is going on with you? Oh my goodness. Did I just record this whole thing without the screen being recorded? Yeah, Kurishima. When Kurishima also jumped in there because they all heard, you know, about Shoto having defeated Toya, and you know that villain mentioned midnight, and then Pinky was getting upset, and then Kurishima came in, and you know there's a bond between those two, and then the others also came in as well, and it's like, yeah, people, I don't know. I feel like there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this battle at different points, places, and different stuff happening. So I don't know how all of this is gonna play out, but yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to episode 10, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so just click on it and check it out. I'll see you next time. Bye. A, B, C, D. The thing goes.